Jim Steele is a 93-year-old World War II veteran. He enlisted at the young age of 19 with his brother Owen in 1943. His father and uncle both served in the First World War, so I guess you could say it runs in the family, which also explains how self-assured he was about volunteering at the time.
I just wanted to do my part because they're looking for volunteers, and I was a certain amount of history in the family, my father and my uncle and that.
Were you scared at all?
Pardon?
Were you scared at all?
No, I just wanted to do my part and didn't worry about anything else. I was doing a good job,
Fair enough. Yeah. When Steele first enlisted, he began his training for the Royal Artillery. Through hard work and dedication, he was promoted to corporal. On May 16th of the following year, he and his brother said goodbye to their family and boarded the Newfoundland Railway.
We went down by rail to Halifax, and the big boat was there, a huge boat, 25,000 tons. I never saw a boat like that before. And there was a huge a bunch of troops there. They said there was going to be 25,000 troops, but I think that's an exaggeration. But anyway, we were all boarded on the big ship, troop ship, the HMS Andes, the Andes, and then I was sort of overwhelmed by the size of the ship, and I sort of lost my composure, and I tried to regain it by trying to do up my shoelace, and I bent down and did my shoelace up and then stood up again. I was able to get through it.
Reading from the first drafts of his memoir, Steele says he was sent to Liverpool, where he did more studying, and then was sent to the Newfoundland Depot in Norwich, where his group was posted to the Newfoundland 59th Regiment.
We departed early that morning and crossed the dangerous English Channel to arrive safely in Ostend, Belgium. Going up through Holland, people lined the streets and cheered us on our way. We travelled up through Europe, sometimes marching and sometimes by rail, standing up in the closed railway cars and also by army trucks. We came across walking skeletons dressed in striped clothing. They were from the German prison camps. Some of them would scrap slaps from our pig buckets. Others were dead and dying, men and women lying in the streets. It was horrible.
Steele says he used to write letters to his family back home, but the first time he saw his mother and father again was 2 years later, in 1945.
Yes, it was a great feeling, especially my mother.
And how did she react to seeing you?
Pardon?
How did she react to seeing you? Do you remember?
Yes, she was very pleased. Yeah. She was deaf actually, and the station master was trying to keep people from coming down, meeting the rest of them. But my mother couldn't hear very well, and she went down anyway and gave me a hug.
Steele admits that adjusting after his return wasn't easy, especially when the world around him seemed completely unchanged.
Everything after being in the war zone, just coming back from there a few days before, I came back to St. John's, and everything was as if the war never happened. And a friend from next door one Friday night invited me out to a dance. And I went along. I'm no dancer, but anyway, I went along with him, and they had a dance out in Chamberlain's out there. And I was amazed to see everybody dancing around, having a wonderful time. And I was going to get a taxi home, but he said he'd take me home again. But I found it just astonishing, that there was such a change, and people so relaxed and leaving the war zone, and all these terrible things are happening over there, and we saw all the things are happening,
But, overall, Steele says he was proud to have had a part to play in the war.
It was quite an experience, and a young person going over to the other part of the world, and it was quite an experience, and I really thought it was wonderful in a way. But then it was always very dangerous. You get up in the morning, what's going to happen during the day, you know.
When he can remember, that is.
I try, but it's 70 years ago or more, and it's a job to remember everything, but some nights I can't get that out of my mind.